Welcome back to take a look at episode 7 of Top 3 Tracks. Today we have an amazing track which is Dorno. So you can see the sign here. Welcome to Dorno Land. So this is made by Honda 23, aka Gabriel Grossi, who helped out with the 2016 and 17 mixed GP tracks and was supposed to be a member of the 2018 track making crew as well. But unfortunately there was no 2018 MXGP tracks, so that sort of got away. But either way, super sick track, it got so many nice jumps. It was released back in 2014, but I still think it holds up to a really good track because it's big, it has a lot of traction, but it's not unreasonable in any way. Like, you have a ton of traction, but it's sort of slow and it fits the track. I think I'm on my Supercross setup. So, that should be better. I was just bouncing all over the place, I couldn't figure out why. So, super sick track. There's a lot of sweet jumps. And just a really nice flow to it as well. I think I've only done one official race on it though, and that was a 125 race, and I got so wrecked. I remember Logan Deepheady being on a 125 just railing, clearing all the big jumps and stuff, and I just couldn't figure out how they did it, but that was sick at least. So, aside from having a few big jumps, you also have some really nice rollers, some nice braking bumps, just bumps overall, making it feel not completely flat. And as I play MX Simulator barely anything these days, you can see I'm still struggling a bit with hitting the lines. And I'm also on the Honda 2018 model, I think it's 17 or 18 dyno, I'm not quite sure, but 18 model, and that's just because I started riding a Honda 450 in real life a month or two back, so just for the fun of it, running a Honda in game. The clothes though are still the team clothes. Same with helmet, I think. Wheels, I don't know. I'm super outdated on stuff. Back in the day I used to download everything that came out, and now I'm barely browsing the forums. I check the models and skins and tracks once every month or two. Download if something looks cool, and because back in the day people released what felt like more just replica stuff of regular clothes. Nowadays it's more, hey, I made this for my team, and then they release it. Like, not to be that guy, but I have barely ever cared about a random team releasing a bike, sort of, in a public section. Yeah. I just wish people would go back to making skins just for fun, just random, out of your mind skins with cool, random sponsors, or just replica real life racings. Not to just, hey, I made this for my team, let's not use it if you're not in my team, and I don't know, I just feel like the whole mentality has changed. But again, the community has grown, it's a new generation with a new mindset, so it's a lot different. Also models didn't used to cost money. It used to be released for free and you could have fun with it. But then people started ripping and releasing unfinished work that someone else gave to them in confidence that they would try out and give feedback and whatnot, so it's been a long time coming. I still miss the old days. Also, I felt like, as I said many times before, the quality of the old tracks was in a way better than the new ones, because today there's a lot of the same style and it's not that many creators that makes good tracks. While back in the day you had a few really good track creators, and then you had some that still made really cool tracks. So this is a perfect example, I think. I'm not sure how much Gab released before this one, but I know we didn't release a ton of tracks at least, so this is a track that I feel like it was worked on, and he tried to make the best of what he could with his skill set, and I think it shows. While today it's either like a track that feels like all other tracks, or it's just some random shit because some kid didn't have the patience to spend another few days on it actually learning the techniques he needs. So just me getting older, ranting about jungle people, I guess. So, but this track is sick, and it's easily one of the most flowy tracks. You can just, if you just spend a bit with it, you can charge really hard. I'm gonna try to just charge for a bit here. You can get some really nice flow going, and especially if you get on 125, you can just, you're wide open pretty much anywhere. Hard to go fast when you don't play much. And things like that, you can blow over some of the ruts and still survive. That's super nice to have. And this makes it time for the next track, so let's move on to the next one. Track number 2 is going to be Line Essex Brazil, and this track is nothing special, I'm sorry to say, but it's not super good, it's not super high quality, it doesn't look special, but I played this track, I would believe 8 years ago, and for some reason I've remembered the name of it and it stuck with me, so let's see what this is. It's a Supercross track obviously, but it's a really old track, and as I talked about on the previous track, this is another one of those old tracks. It's not super good, but it felt like someone tried to make the best they could, and back when this track was released there wasn't super many tutorials or anything, so he probably had to figure out a lot of stuff by himself, which is sort of what's nice about these older tracks. I remember this whoop section always killing me. I could make pretty much the whole lap except that whoop section. The whoops aren't that good, they're quite sharp and gnarly. But other than that, it's a decent track, and you can see there's some what's it called? Just objects placed around. They're from the sort of, I think that was supposed to be a single. They're from the pack that comes with the stock blank track that Jelmy, or the blank updated, I think. So probably just took them and placed them. Might have been DDMX for making the actual objects, DDMX object pack, or DJs. It's too long ago now, I'm super sorry, I don't know this, but it's been a while. Another tabletop, big berm, no traction. So this is really a throwback to the old days. And as I said, I think in the last episode, I probably should have tried the tracks before I got on to riding them. I feel like such a potato, just going around crashing. But that finish line jump is what I've remembered through all these years. Like, I haven't remembered anything specific about the track except the orange brownish look. Sort of a bad, or I wouldn't say bad, but at least old track. But that finish line jump, I forgot the name of the track for so long, and then one day I was like trying out the tracks I had, and I found out, wow, this is the track I've been waiting for so long, so remembered it since. But again, these kinds of tracks are challenging on a whole other level. Like, they're not extremely challenging because it's ruts and stuff, but it's just so, you're not used to how they're made. It's sharp, it's short, it's no traction, so you have to have another skill set, I think, to ride these tracks. Let's see, this time it feels better. And if I compare myself to the newer fast guys, I was trying to think of someone, but like if you take people coming in 2014 or later, 15, 16, especially 16 or later, you haven't never really seen these kinds of tracks. You have never ridden with a bad traction, except the stock tracks. But you've missed out on so much, so I feel like us OGs, sort of, still awkward calling myself an OG, but some people do. But if you ride these older tracks, you have had such a different skill set, I think. Like you've built up a skill set where you can, or have been able to ride on these slick tracks with no traction. You've sort of gotten used to these weird jumps and landings, how to approach them. And this is something you don't see that much of today. If a track would be like this today, would get roasted and nobody would ride it. But back in the day, you downloaded a track, tried it out, saw what it was, and then got experience. So it's interesting definitely, but yeah, fun to ride these old tracks, I think. I wish more people would do it, but I definitely see why they don't. So with that said, let's move on to a new track. For the third and final track I have a bit for the lols. It's called I'ma Make a Supercross, guys, so you can see the spelling. I'ma Make a Supercross, guys. So this is definitely some old school shit. I can't remember when it was released and I can't find a post for it, so it might have been Pure Access only. But this is also one of those I remember that was just, I'm not sure if it's someone's first track, but this definitely is one of the old school tracks on the Mix Simulator that was just basically people trying out a game, and it was what it was. As you can see, they haven't even been able to figure out the gradient curve, it seems. So I mean, it seems like they have here, so I'm not entirely sure. It might not even be a serious track. But remember, you could have some sort of flow with it, where it was rideable, even though it was big and oversized. Okay, so that's not doable, I think. So I think I would show it off just to see where MX Simulators come from. So if you take this in comparison to what we have now, it's obviously a huge difference. As you can see, square, like everything's square here. I mean, I think it's good to show off old school stuff, where we've come from, where we are. Let's see. An inch too short, that was too bad. But so this is a really old track. I don't think I've played this since 2010, and I'm so disappointed I couldn't find a post for it. But honestly, with the spelling it has, it's sort of hard to... I'm not even sure if you are supposed to double that or not, because it's such an awkward jump off here. I don't even think that's really possible, so I'm going to stick with it that it's not. So again, like, this is what we could have back in the day, and again, if you were to release this today, people would just laugh and probably shit all over you, unfortunately. So, but I mean, for what it is, it's a super old track made with sort of default stuff. Oh, I want to make that so bad, but it's fun for what it is, basically. So I'm going to try make sort of one more lap on this and see if I can land in the landing. If I can, that's cool. If I can't, well, it's not more to it than that. So again, this is someone that at least tried a bit, put some statues and billboards around the place. And again, I'm not saying that this track is particularly good or anything, it's just I thought I'd show off it for it'd be fun to show something super old that wasn't too qualitative. Also, the track I was meant to have as a third track, I just actually found a YouTube video of someone riding it. Though the YouTube video was from 2010, so it was quite a while ago. But it wasn't the track I was thinking it was, so I thought I'd skip it. And I'm not sure if you can make that landing. When this track was released, it was version 1.3, I would assume, or something. And I mentioned that before, and I will mention it again. But if you landed perfectly, you wouldn't fall off. Basically, if you landed too sideways, you would crash. Like, that's obvious. But if you landed perfectly straight on, you wouldn't fall off. So it might have been one of those tracks that worked with that old version of the game, but doesn't anymore. So yep, this is I'ma Make a Supercross, guys. I'll re-upload this as well as the last track, as I couldn't find links for them. So if you ever want to play something for the lulz, I would say that go check this out. It's super old, it's super weird, it's super different, and I think I could triple that. Let's try to do that. Outro has to wait just a minute more. Especially when you come onto the grass where it's so slippery. Yep, I'm definitely not gonna play more. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, or at least thought it was interesting enough to watch it. So see you guys some other time, and have a good one.